Okay, artists, this weekend is Mother's Day, and I really had a hard time deciding what kind of a project your mom would like the best. Because mom loves it. Moms love any kind of art their kids do. They love it when you draw portraits, they love it when you make the flowers. Like last week, we made those May Day flowers. But I really thought about it, and all moms would love a vacation. All of us. We would just love to be on the beach with our families and watching a beautiful sunset. So this project is actually really, really simple. It looks a lot harder than it is. You just do it with sidewalk chalk and any kind of black paint that you have. So you're going to be making a beautiful sunset and ocean with your sidewalk chalk, and then you just paint on your palm tree. If you wanted to add more to your oceanscape, you could add a boat, or you could add some fish jumping out of the water. I kept mine really, really simple, and I know that if I gave it to my mom, she would love it. So I hope you guys have a great time creating this. Okay, to start today, I have 2 sheets of white paper, and I actually have a little bit thicker paper here for my painting, and then a little bit thinner paper for my top. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take them, and you can even see that this is just a little bit smaller, and that's okay. But I'm just gonna take some tape and tape at the very top edge, and I'm actually getting it onto my table there, but it really doesn't matter. And you're working backwards. So this is gonna be the sky where you did not tape, and this is gonna end up being the ocean and the ground. So my first step today is to just rip a kind of jagged line with my paper and set that to the side. And then I'm gonna choose a piece of sidewalk chalk. If you had chalk pastels at home, they would work great for this project, but I do not. So I'm just gonna be using my little girl's sidewalk chalk and coloring this in. And when you go all the way across, you're gonna want to take the paper and rip another line. And I'm trying purposely to make it jagged. So I put a little bit of pink back in there, but not a lot. I just kind of want to look like the pink is shining through those orange clouds. Okay, so I made it all the way to where there's just 1/3 of the bottom left. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take a paper towel, and I like to just kind of fold it up a little bit. And then I'm just gonna smooth this color out. My last step is to switch over from these beautiful warm colors that I had been using for my sky, and I'm gonna be using a couple of cool colors. I'm gonna be using the blue and the purple and make it look like the ocean is down here. So really, if you wanted to, you could stop there. That's actually really pretty. It looks more like a sunrise than a sunset, but I am gonna be taking those chalk colors I used and adding just a little bit of detail back in. So I'm gonna take my orange, and you always wanna be careful when you're working with chalk to just barely hold the edge of your paper. But I'm gonna take my orange and just kind of make some lines, horizontal lines, making it look like there's some clouds. Where your horizon line is, you want to make sure that your line is really, really straight. So I'm just going to be careful to draw one line straight across there. Okay, so now I'm gonna be using my egg tray here and some black paint. Any black paint will do. I happen to have some acrylic, but black tempera paint will work great for this. Even actually black watercolor paint will work good. Whatever black paint you have will work. And I'm gonna be taking a brush this is a really diverse brush. It has a pointed tip so I can make small details, but I can also fill a lot of area if I want to. So I'm gonna be painting an island and a palm tree, and then I'm gonna be making my waves on the water look like the sun is going down and it's evening time on a relaxing vacation. So it looks like the ocean is just here and there's all these shadows and waves and there's a piece of land sticking out. So now I'm gonna start on my palm tree. So I'm just gonna start with a curved line because I really want the palm tree to be the focus of this painting. And after I have the line the way I want it, I'll start making some kind of rectangular shapes, a little bit angled actually, to make the palm tree's trunk. Their trunks are made up into lots of sections, so they have this really cool zigzag design. And when I have the palm tree trunk done, I'm just gonna make probably 5 or 6 centers for my palm leaves. That one's kind of fun because it curves up, but that one curves down. So when you have the centers for your palm leaves, the next step is to just be super, super light-handed. You want to barely press as you make your palm leaves. Start at the center, and as you press, you even get lighter with your hand. So now I really have this the way that I like it. It's just a simple sidewalk chalk and black paint painting. I think it looks like a sunset, and I think that any mom would love to go on a vacation where you could see a view like that.